Hi guys! Today we are just playing around with different eyeshadows from different products to create this eyeshadow look. I haven't done one of these mixed eyeshadow product looks in so many years, and I used to do it all the time, and I really loved mixing and matching my favorite colors from different eyeshadow palettes to create a specific look. So that is what we are going to be doing today. What I will do is I will show you the eyeshadow tutorial, which palettes I used and which colors from those palettes I used. And then I will show you how I apply those colors and go off camera and then just finish off my eyeliner and eyelashes. And then I'll come back with the final look and just talk a bit about the experience of creating a look like this. I hope my lighting is okay because I have one less light than I usually do. I primed my eyes with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Nougatine. It's the light 22 color. And then I set that with the Huda Beauty Banana Bread Baby Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. That's just the mini version of the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. For eyebrows, I just added some of the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the color Deep Brown, and I just set my eyebrows with the Benefits 24-Hour Brow Setter Gel. I'm going to start off with the Gothic palette from Cosmic Brushes. It's this beautiful purple palette, and I want to just jump in with this lace color. And I'm just using a fluffy brush with that one. I don't have a name on this one, but I think it's a Crown Pro fluffy brush. And I'm just placing that down on my crease and just blending it upwards closer to the brow bone, but not against the brow bone. It's got this dusty, rosy kind of color to it. It's a really pretty color, I think, especially with purple eyeshadow looks. And I'm just taking some of that under the eye as well. I'm taking a bit of this dark purple altar color on just a pointed fluffy brush, and I'm just placing that very intense color in this outer corner of the eye. Once most of the product is down, I start blending it a bit inwards. Such a deep color, it's so pretty. Because it's such an intense color, I just need to blend out those edges with the previous brush, because it's quite a huge color difference. And when I mean color difference, I mean intensity, how dark it is. I've been in love with the idea of this palette for years now, and I bought it a few months ago and I've never used it. And I'm really intrigued by this deep purple color. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Blitz Astral Quad, the Nocturnal Nirvana eyeshadow quad. I'm taking some of that Blitz purple on a spongy brush, and I'm focusing it on this outer half of the eyelid. just past the halfway mark. Oh, that's such a pretty color. It's such an intense, deep purple color. I'm just placing it all over this part of the eye and then just blending out that edge a bit. Next, I'm just taking a shade from this Delicious Delights Cosmic Brushes eyeshadow palette. This bluish, purplish sugar plum shade on the corner here. I'm also taking that one on a spongy brush. And I'm just placing it on this inner part of this lid. Oh. I'm just blending it softly over this purple shade, so we can go from that blue to the purple. Cosmic Brushes is really a nice brand. I recently started playing with their products, and the quality, especially if you love using colors, the quality of these eyeshadows are amazing, and they're really not as pricey as some of your higher end eyeshadow palettes. I have this Frosting Highlighter Trio from Cosmic Brushes, and it has this blueberry muffin color in here, which is a very pretty light blue highlighter. It's a bit flaky, but I'm just using a dense flat brush. I just want to use that as an inner corner highlight. Oh, it's so intense. Just blend it upwards a bit. Just taking a clean fluffy brush and just blending that out a bit because it's backed on a bit dense. And I'm just going to take some of this cinnamon swirl color, just a light dab of that on a similar flat brush. I don't want as much intensity, I just want to lightly, just a bit of a sparkle here under the eyebrow. And I think I love the way it looks. I'm going to go do some eyelashes and eyeliner, and then I will be back with my final thoughts and just a little bit of a chit chat on the eyeshadow. Here we go with the final look, guys. What do you think? This is really a fun look for me. I added some NYX Professional Epic Ink eyeliner to the top. You'll see my wing, it looks like it's done by a 2-year-old. I managed to mess up my, I don't know if you can see that, my favorite wing liner brush. So I guess it's time for a new one of those. And then I added some of the Huda Beauty Creamy Coal eyeliner in the color Very Vanta in the waterline at the bottom. I added some Maybelline Sky High mascara, and then for eyelashes I added some Ardell, I think it's the Demi Wispies, it's 120, I'll just put them in the description box. They're my favorite eyelashes, so they're very overused. I think it's really time to retire them and invest in a new pair, because you can see they're all bashed up and overused already. So now my thoughts on doing the eyeshadow look. I used to always do my eyeshadow like that. I choose the favorite colors from different eyeshadow palettes and just build my own creation from that. And I feel like doing your own eyeshadow is a very creative process, and mixing and matching colors, like people used to do in the older days with eyeshadow tutorials. It brings out the fun in doing your eyeshadow. And with many of the eyeshadow palettes that you get these days, you can very easily do a very huge variety of eyeshadow looks with one palette. And I think that's the goal they have these days. But I really do miss the days where I just take my favorite color from this palette, my favorite color from that palette, and just mix and match and make my own creation. Playing like that, especially if you're a beginner to doing eyeshadow, I would highly recommend that. I also think that when you follow eyeshadow tutorials and you don't have the palette that people are using, but you do have a wide variety of colors and textures in your collection, then it's very easy to follow the eyeshadow tutorial and just use something that's similar. So if I was following this tutorial, for example, and I don't have the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, then I'd just look for a different palette with a deep dark purple color, and I would use that instead of this color that I added at the end. Let me know what you think about the look. Do you like this form of eyeshadow tutorial video? Would you like to see more mix and match eyeshadow palette videos, or do you prefer single palette videos that focuses on doing an eyeshadow tutorial with a one and done eyeshadow palette? So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time, guys. Bye.